If a robot promises to love you forever, it means it, because robots never die.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
Hi, I'm Chris Top. First off, I want to thank you for tuning into the Chris Top program. While I try my best to keep the show as rated PG-13 as possible, sometimes things slip out, or sometimes things happen, and that's just the way live radio goes. And because this is the internet, the FCC isn't around to tell me what I can and can't do. So because of the occasional slip-up or the guess that might get out of hand, you really need to be 18 or older to listen. If you happen to be under 18, please make sure you get your parents' permission. Hello, dorks of the world, and waba to all. That zombie apocalypse is quickly approaching, kiddies. Right this minute is the best time to look for the closest dork safe house. Why don't we ask little emo Timmy where he's gonna go when the zombies come a-knockin'? Oh wait, look at that zombie go, eating what few brains little emo Timmy had left in his head. Remember, be a dork, be proud, be hip, and waba. And cue. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a black back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and cool long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Christoph program. Christoph program. You can hear the music on the Christoph program. Christoph program. Wanna hear the music on the Christoph program.
This is the Chris Top program. Hello, world. I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, and yes, I have an ocean view. How is everybody tonight? It's a little late for me. I had kind of a busy day, and I did end up slacking a little bit, and I decided to go ahead and do a show. I wanted to do a show all day. Things kept coming up and getting in the way, so I thought, well, I'll just do a late one. We'll see how that goes. So it'll be kind of laid back, I won't be quite as nuts as I normally am. But I want to welcome everybody that's in the chat, and you may be the only two here tonight. I don't know. But we have the lovely Vivacious Kiss in the chat, and it looks like we're not alone because Brent did show up, and Brent, it's good to see you as well. I didn't nap all day. I got up early this morning. I went to the eye doctor. Don't you hate going to the eye doctor? And I've been bad. It's been like 10 years or more since I've been to the eye doctor. And there's two things I really, really hate. And my eyes, they're bad. I have bad vision. I really do. But they haven't really gotten too much worse. So I got a new prescription, and it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm not totally blind. I'm just always on the verge, I think. But anyway, there's two things that I hate. I hate it when you have to put your chin up in that little machine, and you've got to lean your forehead into that thing, and then you've got to open your eyes really wide, and they shoot those puffs of air in your eyes. I told the lady that I said, you need handles for this. And you need a leather strap to go around to the back of my head, because every time they shoot me with those puffs of air, I jump, I lean back, and then I go forward again. I always hit my head on that thing. Twice this happens, because no matter how prepared you think you are for that, you're just not. And something else I hate. But I mean, don't get me wrong. The doctors, the whole staff, they were all very, very nice. But I hate getting my eyes dilated. I hate it. They give you the numbing drops first, and then your eyes are all tingly. And And then they put the other drops in there, and the doctor leaves for 15 minutes and comes back, and you don't really notice it in the dark room. But then when you walk out into the lobby, it's like your eyes start wired. It's like those lights are bright. Get me out of here. And I'm trying to pick out new frames and stuff for my glasses, and I can halfway see, so God knows what I picked out. I guess I'll find out when I can see in a week or two when I get my glasses. And then I had to drive home. How dangerous is that? They always say, well, you can drive home after this, no problem. Yeah, it's a bright sunny day, no problem. Your pupils are the size of silver dollars, but you can still drive home. No problem at all. You're not going to wreck and kill anybody. Luckily, though, I live pretty close to the eye doctor. So, I mean, if I had to, I could have walked. And then I would have just gotten hit by a car, and I wouldn't have had my car or the protection of my airbags. So I went ahead and chose to drive. But anyway, Kevin showed up. He said if you emailed people, they might show up. Well, you showed up anyway, Kevin. Right? I mean, you guys get some kind of alert, don't you? And it's good to see you too, Kevin, by the way. Kevin's been sending me tweets. He's been sending out tweets. He always sends tweets out. And I read your tweets, Kevin, and I also retweet them sometimes too. I do. And I got all of your text today, and I did, in fact, get the idea to come back on after the program is over from you. So any royalties that I receive from that portion of the show, I will make sure they get sent directly to you, or at least 50% of them. And we also, did I see Scooter in here? Well, let me scroll around here a little bit. I think Scooter's, I swear I saw Scooter. Oh, there's Scooter. See, I thought maybe it was just still a product of my eye dilation process. But Scooter is in the chat. He says, Red Bull gives you wings and 20/20 eyesight. See, that's what they should do then. At the doctor's office, when they dilate your pupils, they should give you a can of Red Bull to help compensate. Man, Abby just tackled this thing that I've got in the house. She's been attacking my hand, but I've got this little pole thing that's covered in carpet that she can climb and scratch. She just freaking tackled it, man. She's like a little linebacker. She's insane. She's been sweet all day. Now she's getting crazy. I don't know why she does that. I'm thinking maybe when I'm not looking, Abby's probably sneaking in the closet and taking drugs, is what I'm thinking. So I'm more than likely going to have an intervention for her pretty soon. Now, after I posted that I was going live on the Spreaker page, I said I was going to talk about something I don't normally discuss on the program. And I'm sure that there are people that are listening that aren't in the chat, or that aren't typing in the chat. And if you want to type in the chat, that's fine. Go ahead. You don't have to stand there silently because I know you're there. But I said I was going to discuss my obsessed troll problem. And I don't know what else to call it. Because I just ignore people till I'm blue in the face, and they just keep on and on and on. It's like a bad case of acne you don't want when you're 15. But I'm going to address two situations, just real quick. I'm going to get it out of the way. It's going to be real brief, and then we'll get on with the show. But number one, we have Nipple Monkey. And I don't know why he's so obsessed with me. I have no clue whatsoever. But that's basically what it boils down to. Him and the Crypt Keeper both are pretty obsessed. But I'm thinking the Crypt Keeper will move on because he normally changes from time to time. But I don't know about Nipple Monkey. But see, the thing is, and this, it doesn't get to me. It's just people constantly ask me, why don't you say something? And I would just rather ignore the stuff because, see, the thing is, I'm not wired to argue or to debate crazy people. I'm just not. I mean, if somebody doesn't make sense, I don't know how to retaliate. I have no clue how to retaliate to people when they don't make sense. None whatsoever, and I'll give you some examples. Nipple Monkey says that I'm washed up because my plays aren't what they used to be. Well, duh. My plays aren't what they used to be. I've been gone for 2 months, A. And then B, Nipple Monkey, you hacked my accounts and you erased a lot of my sites. So when you did that, I lost 6,000 or 7,000 people that typically get alerts when I go live on my show. So when you take away those things, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be as popular, but I'll get there eventually, at least with people that have good taste. And, with the help of people like Nipple Monkey and Crypt Keeper that direct people my way. And also, Nipple Monkey has accused me of padding my plays and stats. So which is it? Am I padding my plays, or am I washed up and I'm not getting any? It's got to be one or the other. And two, the only time my plays were ever padded, Nipple Monkey, was that time that you did it during a couple of my shows, and then Spreaker busted you right there for doing it. So my show has been padded before, the plays, but that was by the accuser, Nipple Monkey. And then we've got Crypt Keeper, and I really don't know how to respond to you because I don't understand anything you say. I mean, when I was in college, they offered a hieroglyphics class, but I didn't pay attention. Maybe I slept through it. I don't know. But I can't speak hieroglyphics, so it's really difficult for me to respond to some of the things you say if I just don't understand them. And I would like to apologize to you for that. But and there are more people out there that hate the show. I get that. I do. And I don't set out to make people hate my show. What I do, I broadcast when I can. I prep for my show, which some of you should really take a note. Okay, I need to prep for my show. And it'll be a better show, I think, if you prep for it. Because you get on here and you just do whatever. And I mean, as long as you're having fun, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. You do your own thing. But I do prep for mine because I want people to listen. If I'm not in the top 10, do I lose sleep? No, I do this for fun. If I'm in the top 10, do I get excited? Yeah, I get excited. It means I'm popular and people are listening to me. But anyway, I wanted to address some of that stuff just because people are, why don't you ever talk about that? Why don't you address it? Are you going to let them walk all over you? Well, they're not walking all over me because, I mean, anybody with any common sense knows they're insane. Anybody with any common sense knows they're crazy, and it's hard to address crazy. It really is. I wish I could, but I can't because I don't speak crazy and I don't read hieroglyphics, Crypt Keeper. I'd like to welcome Tina Marie Nickerson to the chat. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tina. Should I call you Tina or should I call you Tina Marie? I don't know. But anyway, it's good to have you in the chat. I think she's Canadian. So if you have an urge to gobble, watch out. We've also got the other Logan in the chat. Now, Logan was here the other day. We have my buddy Kevin, and then we have Logan. And Logan asked about you the other day, Kevin. He says, where's the original Logan at? So he thought about you, Kevin, and I thought that would make you feel good. And Toby's here. He says, Chris, you're back. Yay, and I am back. I'm back, and I'm dorkier than ever, Toby. It's good to see you, buddy. Who else we got? I think that's it. It's a small crowd tonight, but I assumed that it would be just because it is a late show for me. You know, I'm getting older. I'm 41. You know, I'm missing sleep right now, but I took a nap today. Because I had my eyes dilated, and I was getting pissed because I couldn't look into the light. And so I just thought, well, to hell with it. So I just laid down to take what I thought was be a quick nap, but I ended up sleeping like almost 5 hours. I did. I'm a loser, man. I'm really a loser. But I didn't miss anything too important today. And I will call you Tina. Can I call you Tina, Botina, Banana, Fana? I don't know how that goes. I have no idea. Toby says he saw the light. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing that I didn't die as soon as I got my eyes dilated. Now, had I gotten into a car accident on the way home because it was too bright outside, and then I would have died, and then I would say I was on my way to heaven, and people always talk about seeing a light. I wouldn't have seen it because oh my gosh, that's bright. So I wouldn't have seen it. So I don't know where I would have ended up. That's a scary thought, isn't it? So if you're planning on dying anytime soon, whatever you do, and this is a warning from the Chris Top program, do not, I repeat, do not get your eyes dilated.
When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one day and gave to me a toy.
Okay, in case you don't know, this is my dork toy song bed that I use for the show, and these are toys that are meant for the dork men in your life. Now, this is new. I didn't see this. If you're into watches, there's a Porsche design watch collection box set. That looks really nice. Actually, how much does that go for? That goes for, holy crap! That can't be right. That's as much as my car. Porsche Design's very first creation was a watch. Therefore, it only makes sense that they'd celebrate their 40th anniversary with a watch collection. The Porsche Design watch collection comes in a special box set and features 3 iconic models from the Heritage P6500 series. I don't even know what that means. But you get the black chronograph, the compass watch, and the titanium chronograph, all of which were considered breakthrough designs when they first launched. This is $20,400 for 3 freaking watches in a box. I was expecting to see $100 or some crap like that. How much money do you have to have before you spend $20,000 on 3 watches in a box? I don't know. Here's one. It's Essential Manners for Men, the 2nd edition. Evidently, the 1st edition wasn't enough. With men, things don't sink in. You'll probably have to have several editions before it does any good. So this tells you what to do, when to do it, and why, and questions that will come up quite often throughout a man's life. So that's the Essential Manners for Men, the 2nd edition. That goes for $10. Now, see, that would be a little more affordable, I think, for me. Now, this, I think, is the greatest thing on here. And this is only $13. It's the popcorn candle. I can't think of anything better than the smell of buttered popcorn being cooked in the microwave. I really can't. Unless maybe you're cooking bacon in the microwave. So if they come out with a bacon candle on top of the popcorn candle, then you can alternate. You can have bacon one night and then popcorn one night. So that's a pretty good gift. It's only $13. And now, and I've got a little piece to play after this, but it's the iPhone 5 is out. All right, let me save that for last. Let's look at this first. We have a 45 auto bullet gun knife. Now, don't answer this question for me. If you get busted with something in your pocket, like with a weapon, I mean, are they more harsh if it's a gun as opposed to a knife? Why would you want a knife in your pocket that looks like a gun? This makes no. I mean, why can't a knife just be a knife? But anyway, it's the 45 auto bullet gun knife. It looks just like a real gun until you release the hidden 2-inch blade, and that's $25. See, to me that makes no sense. But I'm very dork oriented, so I'm not sure. Now we have the iPhone 5, and it is that time of year again. It's a new iPhone for all the Apple fanatics. Now, the iPhone 5 gets an all-new aluminum and glass design that's an 18% thinner, and it's 20% lighter with 12% less volume. And there's other upgrades as well. And that's the new iPhone 5 that's out, and that's from $199 up. It depends on how many gigabytes of storage you're looking for. Now, let me go to the chat real quick. Then I've got this little piece that I want to play for you guys. It's really, really funny. What was the piece? I don't remember what the piece was. It's about the iPhone. And what's his name? I forgot his freaking name. I forgot his name. I totally can't think of his name right now. Kimball. He, his show. He went out on the street and he interviewed people, asking them what they thought about the new iPhone 5. And the phone that he gave them to look at was actually the iPhone 4. So it's pretty interesting. And he makes a good statement in here. We don't really need a new iPhone 5 yet. And some people get just irritated when the newer version comes out because they feel obligated. They feel like they have to just run out and they feel like they have to grab the newest version of it because it's so much better. But I mean, really, what difference does a few ounces make? You know? And wabba back to you as well, Logan. Thank you for that. It always makes me smile when people wabba me. It does. Toby says, I love the iPod, iPhone, and iPads. Tina has a BlackBerry. You know, I've never had a BlackBerry. I have a smartphone. It's a Droid. And I like my Droid. The iPhone I'm a little skeptic of just because, well, I mean, there's people in China that are being forced to make them, and it kind of irritates me. And maybe they're being forced to make my Droid as well, but I don't know about it, so that makes it a little bit better. And wabba back to you, Toby. And yes, I'm a dork, and I'm trying to pay attention. I really am. And and I do. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. Now this is the little piece from Jimmy Kimmel's show, and I want you to check this out. It's pretty funny.
It is kind of funny how people react when the new iPhone comes out. Some people actually get mad. Why would they make another product? I desperately want to buy those bastards. It's almost as if the new iPhone somehow ruins the old iPhone, but it doesn't. It's all in your head. In fact, we set a camera out on the street today, and we told people outside to check out the new iPhone 5, which is unavailable so far. So in reality, what they were looking at is the current iPhone 4S that everyone has. And, well, here's how that experiment played out.
The new iPhone 5 just came out today, and we want to know if you'll take a look at it. Tell us how it compares to the last iPhone.
I'd love to. Oh, it's way better. Yeah, it's nice. That's definitely noticeably better.
It's a little thinner. Looks like the screen's a little bigger.
Seems a little bit faster.
Yeah, faster, lighter.
Feels heavier.
Feels heavier?
I think so.
A lot lighter than the last one. It's a lot faster as well.
Mine's gonna take forever.
So this one's faster?
Yeah, definitely faster. Right on.
Oh, it looks very nice. Very nice, very updated.
Oh my God, it feels a lot lighter and just more, just a lot more higher quality. And it's got, if you drop it, it looks like it's not going to break, like this one has a million times. The screen is clear, HD.
Colors are brighter.
Oh, it has a video front and back? Mm-hmm. Video front and back? That's cool. This doesn't have that.
So you like it better than the last one?
Yeah, I have the 4S.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm always open for a new phone.
Well, it's the Emperor's new phone.
And I thought that was funny. I mean, just how dumb people can be sometimes. And I would be the same way. But I have an excuse because I've never owned an iPhone. So if he came up to me on the street and said, hey, check out the new iPhone 5 and handed me the 4, I wouldn't know the difference. I would have been just like any of those other people. But I've never owned one either. I've only envied people that had them. That's all. I feel kind of dirty because I told Toby that I missed him, and he says, thank you, Chris. I have missed you too, Chris. I feel, for some reason in my mind, I'm picturing us in slow motion in pan flutes. I don't know exactly where that's coming from. But anyway, we have... before I go to this segment, I want to remind you about a contest that I have going on. You could win first prize, an official Chris Top Program WABA t-shirt, and that comes along with a Phone Zoo t-shirt. That's first prize. Second prize is a single Chris Top Program t-shirt. And third prize is a Phone Zoo t-shirt. And what do you do to enter? Well, all you have to do is go to my Facebook page and post some fan art on the page. And basically what the fan art has to describe is why the Chris Top Program is not quite awesome, but maybe amazing. Or maybe super cool. I don't know. Or you can do a video, you can write a song, you can sing, you can act out something, whatever, and just post that on my Facebook page, and then I'll choose the winners within I think about a week. I think is what we have left. And we already have several entrants. Is that even a word? Entries into the contest. So I don't know. I mean, it's really up for anybody. And I'm gonna choose what I think is the best, and I'm gonna give away 4 T-shirts. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I stopped selling the darn things because I thought I'm not making any money anyway. I'll just send these out for free. And it's eligible for anybody's eligible anywhere around the world. I'll totally get the cost and I'll send them to you. I don't care if you live in Beirut. I really don't. Now, the top song of the day today. And I didn't really take the time to go and look up a biography on this young lady because you all know who she is. Her name's Taylor Swift. and she's got a #1 song out right now, and this is, I believe, #1 in every single category there is. And when I do the #1 song, I don't play the #1 artist, their version of it. I actually play my favorite cover that I found of the song. And if you'd like to know who sings the cover, then all you have to do... Oh, and I meant to post the cover on my Facebook page. I'll try to do that while the song's playing. You can always go to my Facebook and see the video, or you can wait till my show's uploaded after I'm done, and then you can just look at the information at the top of the page, and you can go back and listen to the song right there if you want. You don't have to listen to all my gibberish before I played the song. You can just click right on the song if you want and play it. But anyway, this is the new Top 40 #1 song on the Top 40 Countdown.
Radio is full of top 40 countdowns, but who needs all of that when you can go straight to the top? Here's the hottest covers of this week's #1 song.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we hadn't seen each other in a month. When you said you needed space, what? Then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, remember how that lasted for a day. I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you. Ooh, 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 we called it off again last night. But ooh, 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 this time I'm telling you, we are never ever ever getting back together. We are never ever ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never ever 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 getting back together. Like ever. I'm really gonna miss you picking fights and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right. And you would hide away and find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine. Ooh, 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 you call me up again tonight. But ooh, 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 this time I'm telling you, we are never ever ever getting back together. We are never ever ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never ever 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 getting back together. Yeah. Ooh, 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 I used to think that we were forever ever, and I used to say never. Whoa. So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we are never getting back together. Like, ever. Yeah! We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. Talk to me. We are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together.
This is Paranormal Phil from PRT Paranormal Talk. You're listening to the Chris Top program right here on Spreaker.com.
Guess what, stoners? The Casual Stoner Chronicles is on at a new time. That's right. We're live, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Spreaker.com. Spread the word, y'all.
Come listen to The Views Expressed on the Liberty and Freedom Network. The Views Expressed, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific. Only on the Liberty and Freedom Network. For more information, contact them at libertyandfreedomnetwork@usa.com.
The countdown has begun.
Take it from the top.
10, 9.
Oh yeah, I had every intention of staying away from Spreaker.
8, 7.
But I've experienced the sheer outpour of love.
6, 5.
And I can never turn my back on the 3 people that listen to my show.
4, 3.
Yeah, I'm coming back, and I'll tell you why.
2, 1, 0.
Because I'm Chris Top, bitch.
The Chris Top Program, the alternative to the garbage on Spreaker.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I just want to congratulate Toby real quick. He says he finally graduated, and that's great. That's really good news, and everybody in the chat, give him some warm dork love for that, because that's a big accomplishment. And see, now I thought I owed Logan $20, but now Logan's saying that I owe $50. I don't understand. It's that damn economy is exactly what it is. And we also have crazy old DJ Lee in the chat now. So crazy. It's good to see you as always, and it's nice. It's nice to be here. Now that you mention it, I came across something, and I thought it was kind of funny. At the beginning of the show, I said this. I said, "If a robot promises to love you forever, it means it. Robots never die." And these are some fortune cookies, and I never get these kind of fortune cookies. I think yesterday was actually Fortune Cookie Day, and I never get those sorts of fortune cookies. Mine are always very boring. See, it's about time somebody put some comic relief on the fortune cookies, and I don't know, maybe you get Chinese takeout somewhere where they actually have funny stuff on yours. I don't know, but I don't. And some of these are just kind of cheesy. A good way to keep healthy is to eat more Chinese food. And see, I like this one. You will be president of a small country. See, that's a pretty bold statement for a fortune cookie. I mean, most of them say, you'll have a good day today. Yeah, you got a 50-50 chance, right? And this one was kind of good. Only listen to the fortune cookie. Disregard all other fortune-telling units. Is what the fortune is. And then right under it, it has another fortune that says, ignore previous cookie. And this one's great. It says, ask your mom. I sense you'll be cleaning your room later. And see, this one, see, this one's just, should I even read this one? This is ridiculous. People are going to make fun of me for reading this one. What do cats read each day? Newspapers. Newspapers. Yeah, see, it doesn't even sound right. It really doesn't. Yeah, the rest of these are just really, really cheesy. Yeah, they're just ridiculous. An alien of some sort will be appearing to you shortly. See, I don't know. See, some of those are funny, but my favorite one was the first one about the robot. But that's in honor of National Fortune Cookie Day that actually took place yesterday. So, happy belated Fortune Cookie Day. Now, I mentioned in my show title that if you're pregnant, smoking could cause death. This is nuts. I mean, some people are just incredibly anti-smoking. Now, police in Washington, they arrested a man on Wednesday for allegedly pulling a handgun on a pregnant woman because she was puffing on a cigarette. All right, look, lady, if that cigarette don't kill you, I will. Hey, what's his deal? Anyway, he's accused of stopping in his pickup truck and yelling at the woman. This is what he says. He said, "Who the heck smokes when they're pregnant?" Now, after some heated words were exchanged, the woman claims that the guy pointed the weapon in her direction. Now, the police, they pulled him over a little bit later, and they said they found 2 semi-automatic .45 caliber handguns. They could have been knives in his pickup's center console. And, of course, he denies the charge. If the cigarettes don't kill you, my .45s will. What's his deal? Why they got to be so mean? Really. Now, what is happening? Oh, my engineer is beckoning me. Kevin, you are the man. Thank you so much. See, Kevin actually purchased an official Chris Top Program WABA t-shirt, and that's the same one that you could win. And he wore it to DragonCon, so I'm sure it got me some publicity in a place like that. Yeah, but Toby says he smokes sometimes. Yeah, but Toby, you're not pregnant. All right, or are you? I don't know. But anyway. And if you want to see a picture of the Chris Top Program t-shirt, if you want to see what you're up to win, and I don't have a picture of the Phone Zoo shirt, I'm sorry, but it's basically, it's got the Phone Zoo logo on it. It's a white t-shirt. But you can go to my Facebook page if you want to see the Chris Top Program t-shirt, and my good friend Kathy is actually modeling that for us. Now, for the guys in the chat, I have a great video for you to watch. And ladies, if you want to watch it as well, it's really funny. It's the one I shared or about an hour ago. The safety officer for topless trampoliners has the best job ever. You've got to watch that video. It is hilarious. It's hilarious. And it has a great positive message at the end as well. And there's some more audio I'm going to share with you in a second. You know Rainn Wilson from The Office? He plays Dwight. One of my favorite characters ever. He is a great character. He actually talks about some of the things that we read on Facebook, and I've got that audio I'm going to play for you in just a minute. Brent, did you go to DragonCon? He says, a friend gave me 3 tickets. Kevin was there. Kevin, I still don't have any. The only pictures, Kevin, you sent me was the view from your room. What's up with that? I want more pictures from DragonCon. If you could post those on my Facebook page, that would be really cool. Specifically, I'm looking for Princess Leia, but I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Oh, this story made me mad. What are people thinking these days? All right, now back when I was going to school, if I didn't have money to pay for lunch, they wouldn't let me go hungry for a day. They would have given it to me, or the lunch lady would have gave me. Well, I'm not going to tell you how much it cost back then. But the equivalent would have been $2 for my lunch. Now, the parents of an autistic kindergartner in New Jersey, they claim his school denied him a $2 lunch because his school meal plan payment was a few days overdue. Now, John Robert was sent home with a note that said, John Robert was not able to get lunch today. He ate his muffins. So I'm guessing he took muffins to school. Now, there's an issue with an outstanding bill, is what his mother Sylvia said, and that's what she admitted to. They actually owe the school $8. We don't get your $8, the kid's never eaten again. Next time we're not sending him home with a note. We're going to send a ransom note. We're going to keep your kid at school. You're going to send us the $8 you owe us, or you're never, ever going to see little John Robert again. See, that's what I'm expecting the next step to be. Seriously. It's a freaking $2 lunch. They probably throw away more than that at the end of the day. They could have given it to the kid and charged him an extra $2 to get paid later. I mean, they could have paid $10. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm with you, Toby. It's very frustrating the way this world's going. Now, I thought this was funny. This is Rainn Wilson from The Office. This is good stuff. I'm not going to really give you any more of a lead up. You'll enjoy this.
Hi there. I'm Rainn Wilson, and these are your inspirational Facebook quotes, Internet. I live for the nights I'll never remember with the friends I'll never forget. Virginia McClintock, University of Texas. False. Humans live to mate and procreate the species. And what do we have here? Dance like nobody is watching. Annetta Seagrave, UC Santa Cruz. False. Dancing should be done in a rhythmic, coordinated style regardless of audience. Don't judge the path I choose to take if you haven't walked the journey I had to make. Melissa Varnado, Florida State. False. First-hand experience is not a prerequisite for criticism, okay? Indeed, objectivity is often helpful in unbiased feedback. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. Ford Bowers, University of Illinois. False. The most difficult thing in the world is neurological microsurgery of the brain. Nobody can take away your pain, so don't let anyone take away your happiness. Brittany Mullis, Fordham. False. Science has recently developed several medications that can effectively block your opioid receptors, thereby blocking pain. And we have here, there is nothing to fear except fear itself. David Kearns, Davidson College. False. Lions. And finally, be the change you want to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. False. Change is a transitive verb with no corporal body, human or otherwise. Sorry, Gandhi.
Wasn't that great? What was your favorite one? I think the Lions thing made me laugh. Made me laugh the most.
5 deadly terms used by women. Number 1.
Fine.
This is the word women use to end an argument when she knows she's right and you need to shut up.
Number 2.
Nothing.
Means something and you need to be worried.
Number 3.
Go ahead.
This is a dare, not permission. Do not do it.
Number 4.
Whatever.
A woman's way of saying screw you.
Number 5.
That's okay.
She is thinking long and hard on how and when you will pay for your mistake. The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Life used to be so normal before the zombies came. I went to work, I checked out girls, I played video games. But then one day I met a guy who tried to bite my face. I asked him why he did it, and all he could say was brains. I'd rather stay a human, after all we are alive. We like the taste of soda and we are able to drive. Zombies don't do anything but stumble all around. I'm sorry zombie, but I'll have to turn your offer down. No brains for you. No brains for you. You say you wanna bite me, you say I'm appetizing, but no brains, no brains for you. I turn on the TV and see the city is a mess. Everyone's afraid that this invasion is the end. There's no need to fear, 'cause after all we can defeat them. We're together, we have weapons, stand your ground and beat them. No brains for you. No brains for you. You say you wanna bite me, you say I'm appetizing, but no brains, no brains for you.
What? She's gonna throw the Xbox.
You might be a douchebag, or you might be a waiter. You might work in an office or a professional gamer. The world's depending on you to defend them from the dead. Take a baseball bat and whack them crazy zombies in the head. Zombies in the head. For you. No brains for you. You say you wanna bite me, you say I'm appetizing. You say you wanna bite me, you say I'm appetizing, but no brains, no brains for you.
Tune in to the free COO with your host, Donald Landworth, offering free advice for building and running a startup company. Thursdays at 4 o'clock Pacific Time, only on Spreaker.com.
In a world where Jews and Romans nailed him to a cross.
Yeah, man, they put those nails like right through my hands. And the worst part was, the nails were rusty. They couldn't find any non-rusty nails in all Jerusalem. I know for a fact they could. I used to be a carpenter.
Everyone thought he was dead.
And they stuck me in this big cave and they put a rock, this massive boulder, in front of the opening. You know how long it took me to move that rock? 3 days, son. 3 days.
But he returned to kick ass and take names.
Okay, as far as that goes, am I supposed to kick their asses and then get their names? Am I supposed to get their names first and then proceed to kick their asses? Just get back to me on that.
The Stoner Jesus Show on stonerjesus.net.
Yeah, I still have the scars in my hands, man. Chicks don't dig those scars, man. Chicks do not dig the scars.
I sense a disturbance in the force. The dork side is strong in this one.
Did you hear that? This is madness. We're doomed.
Yoda, I don't think I can go back to Spreaker.
Always with you, it cannot be done.
Well, no, I think I could do it. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Hear you nothing that I say.
Wait, what? Can you just not talk Yoda for a minute?
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Okay, dude, you totally don't make any sense. If I unlearn what I've learned, there's no way I can do it. Okay, never mind, I'll try.
No.
You don't want me to try?
Try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
You are such a motivational speaker. You really are.
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
A no-carb riot. Okay. Kevin posted his pictures from DragonCon. He actually posted them on my personal page. I'm going to have to repost a couple of these on my regular page. Kevin, you make the best data ever. You look just like him. Did you even went as far as to get the contacts for your eyes? Really? You went all out for this thing. You totally did. That's amazing. How much money did you invest for your costumes? Because it looks like you've got a different one on, like in every one, and it looks like your data in one. And what are you, Obi-Wan in the other one? I'm thinking. And then I don't even know. Are you a gynecologist in the last one where you have the gun? Is that some sort of a new gynecologist tool, and you're going to use it? I'm thinking on the lady. I don't know. So my favorite is between the gynecologist outfit and the data outfit, but but that's actually pretty amazing. I bet you had a really good time. See, that's those like DragonCon and those are the only things that true geeks, dorks, nerds they can go to truly be themselves and have fun. That's the one time they fit in, I think. And I would have had fun. I would have had a lot of fun, I think, with Kevin. I'd have been like, yeah, I know him, I guess. Yeah. But I bet you picked up all kinds of geek girls, didn't you? See, I was right. That was Obi-Wan. And then Dr. Hyrule? How do you say that? I don't even know. Dr. Horrible. So Dr. Horrible's a gynecologist. If I was a woman, I would never, ever, ever go to a gynecologist named Dr. Horrible. I don't think that would work out. But anyway, I posted the cover song that I played earlier, I forgot, on my Facebook page if you want to go back and check that out a little bit later. And I say later just because I don't want you to go now because you're listening to my show. Now, be careful. if you are a straight man, you have to really be careful, because the Malaysian Education Ministry, they're endorsing a set of guidelines to help parents identify gay and lesbian symptoms in their children. So this is a few of them right here. This is what you need to look out for if your young child, if your son, if they start wearing V-necks, you better watch out, because they might be gay. And I don't know what the intervention is here. If you make them stop wearing V-necks and start wearing regular T-shirts, maybe they won't be gay. I don't know. And also, there's those who like to bring handbags when hanging out. So if your child wears V-necks and uses handbags, more than likely they're going to be gay. And that's according to the Malaysian Education Ministry. Now, for girls, parents are urged to be vigilant if their daughters like to hang out, have meals, and sleep in the company of women. I thought girls just went to sleepovers when they were little. I don't think every girl that's ever had a sleepover is going to grow up to be a lesbian. I don't. I really don't. And the sleepovers, when you're in college and you have the slow motion pillow fights, those are cool. And I don't think they're lesbians, but I don't know for sure. So I don't know exactly what if this Malaysian finding can be backed up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I have no idea. Now, Saddam Hussein is still making the news, or at least his lookalike is. Now, one of the unexpected hazards of looking like Saddam Hussein, it seems, is that you might have an Iraqi gang try to kidnap you and force you to make a hardcore porn film that they can peddle as starring the late dictator. And that's something very unfortunate that happened to one man that looks like Saddam Hussein. It happened to him last weekend in Alexandria. Now, he said the thugs initially offered him money. If you're... Okay, let me just throw this out there. If you're going to get attacked by a gang, and instead of robbing you or slitting your throat, they say, all right, look, you have to be in this sex video, life could be worse, is all I'm saying. First, they offered him $333,000 to have sex in front of the camera. That's some easy money, I would think. But anyway, he declined, and he said that's when they actually got violent and they kidnapped him. But he did escape. And I'm thinking maybe he needs to get a new haircut. Maybe he should probably get a new look. If he looks that much like Saddam, maybe it's time for a makeover. An extreme makeover. I don't know. And here's some good news. If you like white bread, it's good for you again. But you better go out and buy it now, because more than likely, it's going to be bad for you again in a year or two. So if you've been miserably slapping your sandwich meats between whole grain bread and feeling that nostalgia for the days of wonder, you'll be pleased to hear that some nutrition experts feel that white bread has been unfairly demonized. And these are those crazy Brits. Now, you got to be careful. Now, the Brits are saying that the white bread's good for you, but they're also the ones that are putting cameras in bathrooms and schools and locker rooms so they can stop bullying. Here, we're going to put cameras in your bathrooms, but now white bread's healthy again. That's the trade-off. So the British Nutrition Foundation, they maintain in new research that standard sliced white bread doesn't cause bloating. What is bloating anyway? I always hear women talk about it. I'm having that time of the month. Aunt Flo is here and I'm bloated. You don't look bloated. Shut up! Shut up! I'm watching my soap operas. Shut it! But you don't look... Shut up! Leave me alone. I'm going to take a nap. I'm bloated. Anyway, it doesn't cause bloating. Wheat allergies or weight gain is, in fact, a vital source of vitamins and minerals. So anyway, if you want to get some white bread, you need to hurry up and go get your white bread before it's bad for you again. I've got a couple of feel-good stories, but I'm going to save those for a little bit later. Facebook, I have seen, has been the cause of so many arrests for just idiots. I mean, those fancy computer forensics that you see on TV are nifty, but who needs it when you'll find all the clues you need by monitoring your Facebook timeline? Now, the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office, it's in Virginia. It was able to track down sex offender, what's his name, Dylan Naker, at his girlfriend's house, thanks to some good old-fashioned detective work. Now, she'd actually liked the department's Facebook page. If you're harboring a fugitive, why in the hell would you like the Facebook page of the police department? Is it just bad timing? I mean, is it okay? I've been meaning to like the Facebook for the police department for a while. I got some free time today. I'll push the button there. It's done. I mean, is it bad timing, or were you wanting to get caught? But this allowed the cops to track down their whereabouts. And now Samantha is facing charges, too, for obstruction of justice and presumably for harboring a fugitive. I don't think she was harboring him well. But anyway, you need to be careful on Facebook if you don't want to get busted for something, because it happens all the time. It really does. And Toby brought this up in the chat a minute ago. How hacked off does this make everybody? Is it just me, or does it hack you off as well? The soda ban is here. Is Bloomberg the devil? I mean, if I want to go to the Quickie Stop and I want to buy a 16-ounce Mountain Dew out of the fountain, then I should be able to. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that it's bad for you. The government shouldn't have to step in and say, that's bad for you. Anything over 16 ounces is too much. We're going to limit your soda intake. Really? If people want to do things that are obviously bad for them, then let them do it. It's supposed to be a free country. If you want to rot your teeth out with 16 ounces of soda, then let them do it. Now, if you know, I mean, a 16-ounce glass of soda, it's got a lot of ice in it too, so it's probably not as much soda as you think. It's probably more like 9 or 10 ounces. And then I don't know what's going to be acceptable. So, I mean, you're probably going to be getting half that in soda. I mean, it's very frustrating. But anyway, it's caused a lot of controversial. It's a good thing I don't live in New York, but you know, it's going to happen here eventually. But usually when they do this healthy stuff, it usually happens in the South much, much later. So hopefully I'll be dead by then. But I'm going to make sure before I die I don't have my eyes dilated. Now, Michael Bloomberg, what did he say? It's just blah, blah, blah. Now, New Yorkers have had lots to say about it. No one's really reoccupying Union Square on behalf of Mountain Dew. Now, this is what's going on Twitter. It's been, that doesn't really say much. It's just been real fiery is what so I guess a lot of people are not liking it. I just don't even understand how they can pass something like that. To me, it seems wrong on so many levels. And if they ban that, then where do you draw the line? I mean, in Tennessee, we have a law where if you see roadkill, you can actually stop and pick it up and take it home and cook it. I mean, surely they're not going to ban that, because that's healthy, right? Plus, we're keeping the roads clean. So my question is, where do you draw the line? Anyway, and there's a couple of people that agree with Bloomberg. They're gonna get in so much trouble from Mountain Dew lovers and from just soda lovers in general. It's insane, is what it is.
America is about freedom. I'm Adam Raposa, and every time I look and I see somebody trying to stop Americans from enjoying their freedom, this is my truck. All I can think is, I'm a lawyer. Why don't you get in my way? I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer! Don't get in my way! And if you're prosecuting my client, this is my truck. I am a lawyer. I'm Adam Raposa. Way! I'm Adam Raposa.
So see, if you want to purchase a 16-ounce beverage in New York, and the law hasn't passed yet, so you can still get them now. But when it is enacted, or what do you call it? I guess it's already been enacted. But when they actually start doing it, whatever that is, then you need to probably call Adam Raposa, so you can walk down the streets of New York with your 16-ounce beverage and actually enjoy it. I'd like to welcome my good buddy Bean to the chat. Bean and I, we go way back, and Bean, it always makes me feel warm and fuzzy whenever you jump in here and say hi. So you guys make sure you give Bean a very warm dork welcome. Big buddy, we've been friends for probably 15 or so years. So it's always good to see Bean in the chat. And that is his real name. That's the name that's actually on his birth certificate. And I have seen it. I've seen, he brought it around many times, his birth certificate, and he showed it to me. Now, I've got a cover song I want to play for you. And whenever I hear this song, it's by a band called Freakin' A. And that's their real name. I didn't edit myself. But it's Jesse's Girl. And I don't get this song. I mean, the guy has issues. The guy has issues. Why has he got to go after his best friend's girl? And this took place in the 80s. I mean, it's been well over 20 years. I think you need to get over Jesse's Girl. I think it's about that time. If I had a friend like this, I would have been so mad. It's like, there are a million girls in the world. Why you gotta go after Jessie? She's my girl. But I mean, people love this song, but I remember it hacking me off. You're listening to the Chris Top program. You are in the right place.
He's a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed that ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. What can I find a woman like that? I play along with the charade. That doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. Wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. Cause she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. What can I find a woman like that? Like Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. What can I find a woman like that? What can I find me a woman like that? And I look in the mirror all the time, wondering what she don't see in me. I'm a cool, I'm a pimp with the lines. Ain't that the way love's supposed to be? Tell me, why can't I find me a woman like that? You know I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I want Jesse's girl. Why can't I find me a woman like that? Like Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I want a piece of Jesse's girl. Why can't I find me a woman like that?
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
Calling all dorks. Calling all dorks. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be cool? How it feels like to actually talk to chicks and not be ignored? Then you need to tune in every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and listen to the Rob Aguilar Show, where we're going to talk about sex. That's right. Sex. I know you guys think about that, what it feels like to actually have sex with someone. We're going to talk about sports, women, entertainment, all the things you've been wondering about. So tune in every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and listen to the Rob Aguilar Show.
Hey everyone, it's me, J-Man from The J-Man Show. Rather than go on about how great I am as a radio host, which could be really fun because I have a wonderful personality, I came here to tell you about the show. What show? My show, The J-Man Show. It airs every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, every day except Wednesday.
Dude, it's like I woke up out of this sleep, man, and I heard these voices. They were talking to me out of nowhere, man. Here, you can eat that Nilla wafer, dude.
Those aren't voices in your head. You're tuned into the Pothead Show with Nathan.
No way, man. There's shows for potheads?
Well, you don't have to be a pothead to listen, but it's funny.
Freelance smokers smoking pot and talking about random shit. Awesome.
Fire up your bong, sit back and relax with the Pothead Show.
So you know about him?
Of course. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
I'm Spreaker's reckoning. Mr. Todd.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Your punishment must be more severe. When Spreaker is ashes, you have my permission to die. Let the games begin.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
I was almost late coming back on because I was drinking the last few drops of my, what is this, a 20-ounce sweet tea from McDonald's. It's their large one. Is it 20 ounces? What's McDonald's going to do in New York when this ban takes effect? You know, McDonald's is hacked off at Bloomberg for that decision. I mean, 24 hours of sweet tea down the drain. Now, you're going to pay $1. See, it's $1 for any size drink at McDonald's. So now you're going to pay $1 for what, a 10-ounce, 15-ounce, I guess? Instead of you're not going to get your dollar's worth. But I do feel like when I drink one, I have to immediately brush my teeth. Now, Bean, you have to go back and listen to the beginning of the show because, or you can go to YouTube, or you can go to my Facebook page and check it out. Or did I put it? I don't think I put it on my Facebook page. But Jimmy Kimmel, he did a little deal where he went out on the streets with the iPhone, and he asked people what they thought about the iPhone 5. But in fact, he was really showing them the iPhone 4, and it's pretty funny stuff. So you might want to go back and check that out. Bean's all about his iPhone, and see, I always get. He wants me to sing. See, he wants me to sing the Big Bopper. Yeah. See, I've sung this for all my friends. I have, and it's just one of those things you do when you're alone, and you just see. I used to break out in a song just to throw people off, and now they request me to sing because they know I'm an idiot. They know I'll do it. What was I even talking about? I was talking about iPhones, and then you freaking get me sidetracked with Chantilly Lace. See, Kevin knows the reason my friends know all the words is because I used to sing it all the time. All the time. It'd be like they would hear me in another room singing it. I would just burst out into song. And I can't sing. And I know I can't sing. I know that. So, I mean, I think as long as a person knows it, then they're okay. But then you've got these people that they go out and sing, they try out for American Idol, and they're horrible. And they don't realize they're horrible. But I know I am. I know Brent Bradley. And that's for sure. But I'll sing. I wish I had a phone. Do I have a phone ring effect? Let me see if I have a telephone ring. Hang on. Let me see. I've got to delete one of these effects because I have all my effects full here. I never have a phone ring pulled up. So I've got to make this. I've got to make this official if I'm going to do it. I've got to do it right, by gosh. You guys are nerds, man. You're not even dorks. You're nerds for wanting me to do this. You really are. This is 17 seconds long. I don't know if I need that much. There it goes again. And this will be a cappella, by the way. I don't have the music to back me up here because this is unprepared. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that again. Hello, baby. You know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail, a hanging down, a wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk, makes the world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make you act so funny, make you spend your money, make you feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. And that's all you're getting. By gosh. Stop. Okay, I was kind of hoping you'd think I was good and not laugh. No, see, I know I'm not good. It's okay. Let's take just a minute to spread the Spreaker love. If you're in the chat, type in the word show if you do a show on Spreaker. Make sure you give each other a follow. Check out their show at least one time. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen again. But if you do like it, then congratulations, you found something new. So just take a second to spread that Spreaker love.
We're just here to spread that love all around. Spread it around. Spread it around.
I feel violated. I do. I feel violated whenever I do stuff like that. For some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. It kind of makes me feel like I just got done listening to a lady. It makes me feel like I got done listening to a... Okay, hang on. To a Lady Gaga song. Hey, does anybody have a towel? Anyway, I'm okay. I'm okay. You know those little bottles of liquor you get at the airport? Well, I didn't know you could make so much money with those things. Now, stealing the little mini bottles of booze, it might not seem like a really big crime, but it is when you're accused of pinching more than 100,000 of them. 18 workers at the JFK airport were arrested on Wednesday, and they were charged with actually stealing the little bottles from the LSG Sky Chefs, and that's an airline food and beverage company. Now, 15 of them were LSG employees. The other 3 were security guards who allegedly accepted bribes to overlook the thefts. Now, the accused thieves, they weren't planning to use the bottles to stock the hotel minibars. Police say they were sold on the underground market to local liquor stores. This is how much money they made. $750,000 off of these things. Wow. What a great part-time job that was. Holy crap. I just got a text from Kevin. He says, "Who is Bean?" Well, I thought I explained it. He didn't go to school with us, Kev. He was actually we worked together for a long, long time, and we became real good buddies. So that's who Bean is. Kevin meet Bean. Bean meet Kevin. Anyway, $100,000 freaking dollars. That's a lot of cash. I'm being told by my engineer to scroll up. And MMLC Radio is in the chat. Spread the Spreaker love. Love it. MMLC, it is good to see you. Nice to meet you. I don't think we've met yet. And I just want to say that it's a pleasure having you in the show. Now, I'm not going to let you off that easy, though, MMLC. Because when you come into my chat, what you're doing is you're telling the world that you're a dork. And that's an okay thing. It really is. And I'm going to ask one favor of you. And that's that you go to my Facebook page and you post the dorkiest picture that you have of yourself. And this will immortalize you into the Dork Hall of Fame, is what that'll do. And that's really a good thing. When we call you a dork, it's a term of endearment.
You say I'm a dork, but that's okay. I'm gonna be your boss one day.
So if you'll do that, it'll be like you're in a club or something. I don't know if it's like the club the cool kids would have wanted to be in school. I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. But it's fun anyway. And MMLC says, "I'm an awesome dork. Finding pic right now." See, that's what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy. And MMLC, it's great to have you in here. And you guys, I've never listened to your show, never heard of you, but I'll make sure I check it out. For sure after my program is over. but that's MMLC Radio. You guys make sure you check that out. Toby says, I know I came out of the closet, and now I'm a dork. You know, a few months ago, I came out of the closet on my show, and you know, for years, I've had that feeling in my stomach, just that sick feeling, and I thought, maybe it's time that I came out of the closet, and I came clean to not only the world, but to myself as well, just so I could lead a healthy life. So I actually came out of the closet, and I told everybody that I was straight. And I know people, they didn't know how to accept that at first. They didn't know whether or not to believe me, but it's true. I'm a very straight heterosexual male. I do love women, but I mean it was a big deal, and it took me a long time to come out of the closet. And I really enjoyed that video that I posted on my page. So you guys need to make sure you check that out for sure. And it's got a great message at the end as well. So make sure you check that out. All good things must come to an end, so must the Chris Top program. I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted, because there are a zillion other things you could be doing, but you chose to listen to me, and that makes me feel pretty darn good. And you know what? I can't forget this before I leave, and I almost forgot it. I almost forgot to play the Dork National Anthem, and that's the Wabba song by my good buddy Belgium Tim. He wrote it just for me, just for you guys. Well, I guess it's got to be one or the other. He wrote it for all of us. So if you're a dork, please stand to your feet, raise your hand into the air, and you say, I'm a dork, I'm proud, and I'm hip, by gosh. Until I broadcast again, please remember this. Oh, we're going to follow it up with the Wabba rap as well, by my buddy Big N. But please remember this. Life is good, and I'm gone.
Working on being awesome every day. I'm working on being awesome every day. W-O-B-A-W-O-B and yeah, I'm working on being awesome every day. I'm not really awesome to this day, but I'm working on being awesome every day. I'm not awesome today, but I'll be one day.
Yeah, Big N in the building, representing the dorks. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Yeah. Hey there, everybody, I got something to say. This guy right over there is Wabba every single day. Okay, what is Wabba?
It gets so creepy cold thing.
No, dude, it's just a little dork singing. Well, W is working, O is on it, B is being, and A is for awesome, and that's the dork saying. I'm already awesome, but that's okay, cause Mr. Chris Top is too, but he just doesn't know it. And so are all of you from here on to the far. And just so you know, life is good and I'm gone.
Is it over yet?
Completely over. You have been exposed to the Chris Top program.
Yeah, okay, are we done? I really gotta get a life.
Okay, I really don't know why you're still here, but I'm glad you are. Now, for those of you that stuck around, you know that I always come back on after the program. And I know Kevin knows this very well because it was his idea. I guess in a way, it was his idea. So anyway, I'm back. Just not for another hour or two. I'm going to come back and just talk about a couple things. And there are a few things that I leave out on purpose just because this is sort of like the bonus for the people that love to listen to my show. Now, see, when Walmart does certain things, it just makes it look more evil. And I used to enjoy going into Walmart because there aren't too many places you can go and buy a pair of socks and a TV all in one trip. But when they do things like this, it just makes them look more and more evil. 75 kids from Coconut Palm Elementary, they gathered at a Florida Walmart on September the 11th, ready to sing God Bless America. But instead, a staff member kicked them out of the store for being a liability. And when they gathered around the flagpole to sing, the cops were called to disperse the flash mob. Little kids. Why can't... This is America. If you can't sing God Bless America anywhere in the world, you should be able to sing it in America. See, this makes me mad. It really makes me mad. It really does. 20 years ago, they wouldn't have kicked the kids out. Everybody would have joined in. Now, the school principal says the school had prearranged their performance, but when they arrived, she says a different employee turned them away. Now, a Walmart spokesperson later apologized for the miscommunication and says the students will be invited back to the store. It's probably not going to be as special because it's not on September the 11th. I'm surprised they didn't ban them from Walmart for life. I guess Walmart just wants our money, right? Those evil corporations. But anyway, all those little sad faces, that's just irritating. All right, I got one more story to talk about. And I thought this was pretty inspirational. You know, you hear stories about parents being good parents all the time. This one, I think, trumps a lot of them. This actually happened in Germany. 2 German parents, they've given their 12-year-old son a second chance at life. Each one of them donated a lung so their son Marius can have a full set. Now, this is a 12-hour transplant surgery after his own organs were destroyed by cystic fibrosis. Now, his parents made the decision to donate when time started running out on waiting for a post-mortal organ. And it was immediately clear his mother said Marius has spent 155 days recovering, but he can now play sports and be the best behaved son in the world, is what she said. And that's pretty cool. And I thought that was a good note to end the show on today. And I do want to welcome Paranormal Phil to the chat. It's always a pleasure to see Paranormal Phil. And I've got to go back and listen to Phil's show because a few shows ago I asked the question because I talked about the iPhones being associated with the zombie apocalypse. You know, the college kids being forced to make the iPhones in China. And at the same time, around the same day, there's a big river in China that actually turned red. And I think that could be a sign of the zombie apocalypse. And I asked Phil to hopefully answer that for me. So I need to go back and check out Phil's show so I can get to the bottom of this whole thing. See, when I do it, it's just a theory. But when Phil does it, more people listen because, well, he's Paranormal Phil. Thanks a lot, guys, for spending 83 minutes with me. 83 minutes of your life you'll never get back, but I'm happy that you did, and I'll talk to you soon. I am the one and only Chris Top, self-proclaimed leader of all dorks.
I'm Chris Top, king of the dorks. That's right.
Yeah, I remember growing up when I was a little kid. My mom was so sweet. She would say things like, "Thank God, Chris, there's only one of you because you are so very special."
There is only one Easter Bunny, there's only one Jesus Christ, there's only one God, and there's only one Chris Top.
I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view.
Actually, that's not true. I live next to a dumpster.
Meow! Shut up, Abby. Keep quiet. Yes, I know. I don't really have an ocean view. I have a view of the local hobo singing around a burning dumpster, but I don't want my fans to know that.
Does Chris Top have a mysterious side, a darker side, if you will? Well, I guess I do. You could compare my life to the Da Vinci Code.
C for Chris Top. H for holy mackerel, it's Chris Top.
Well, I don't know if my show would make sense if you played it backwards, but I do have a few things right in front of your face.
R for really awesome, Chris Top. I for I can't believe, it's Chris Top. S for somebody pinch me, it's Chris Top.
Am I conceited? Am I conceited? No, I'm not.
D for terrific, Chris Top. O as in oh my god, it's Chris Top. And P for party time with me, Chris Top. Oh, God.
Well, the ladies do like their Chris Top.
Oh, God.
Well, that's it for today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, life is good.
And I'm gone.